Hello, 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 everybody. Thank you for tuning in once again. And you're live today on this beautiful, hot Monday with the promo queen. Is it funny to hear that in person? Yeah. If you don't know who's sitting next to me today, it's my special guest, Mr. Darius. How are you doing?
Hello, hello, hello.
Can you tell people a little bit about yourself?
You didn't
It
say
don't
you
have
were
to
going
be
to
too
ask
much,
me that.
just a little bit. Who are you?
My name is Darius. You don't know, I'm the promo queen's boyfriend.
Oh.
That's it. That's it.
That's enough.
We'll get there.
Okay.
During the podcast.
So I know, like I said, people are starting to tune in. So when you tune in, make sure you hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the love button, and we'll just go back over a few things for those that just coming in. So go ahead, tune in, and we'll just get everything started. I know last time I was at home and I was doing this, I had issues with seeing everybody's post or it was coming in late. So, like, if I don't see it right away, just let me know or we'll just have a conversation. And if I do see something, then we'll piggyback off you guys. I always do upcoming events and shout outs. I do want to do a shout out to Barbers Uniting in Fort Worth. The different barbers in Fort Worth came together, did a back to school project where they were allowing other people to come and help and volunteer. And Ladies of Sapphire did have a chance to volunteer with those guys, and we had a great time. It was a great turnout. A lot of kids came out. They were able to get free haircuts. Their girls have able to get hairstyles, backpacks, supplies. They had clothes, shoes, raffle prizes. Everything was free. Food, snow cones. So it was really great. So I look forward to it next year. And like one thing that I want to talk about as far as like back to school, I know it's a big thing. Today was the first day for some of the kids to go back to school. So what, like, just like they say, like Christmas and everything is commercialized. Do you feel like back to school is the same way?
Yeah, it's a fashion contest.
It's a fashion contest.
These kids got $600 shoes.
Right? No, who's doing that?
You must have seen these kids.
No, who's buying $600 shoes for back to school? Would you do that? Would you do that?
Nah.
No? Okay, because obviously I need $600, but not for shoes. I'll get a bunch of stuff for $600. Groceries first. That's how you know you can
Prioritize.
Right.
Ooh, I just need me a new dishwasher. Right.
That's all I need. That's all I want. But yeah, so I feel the same way that school, just like Christmas, different things like that, holidays, is commercialized. It's a lot of things going on, but everybody's like drawn back to the money. Like, how ironic is tax-free weekend right before school? They want you to come spend all this money. And is the tax really considered a big difference?
No. If you buy a lot of stuff, I mean, if you spending $700-$800, yeah.
Yeah, but if you're spending say $700-$800, then does the tax really matter?
Save $70-$80 in tax.
I'm just saying. I mean, that's to be another outfit, huh? That could be another outfit. Maybe. But good luck to everybody that's back to school. Again, if you're tuning in, hit the like button, hit the share button, and we're here. We're just having some conversation and what's going on in the world today. Upcoming events, we have Texas Divas. Their 7th anniversary is this weekend on August 18th. So if you don't have a band or a table, please get with any of the Texas Divas. You can look them up on Facebook. Their anniversary is coming up this weekend, so go out and support. All right, guys. NAC 1 Unit anniversary, their 14th anniversary will be September 15th through the 17th, and that's going to be in Nacogdoches, Texas. So if you're out and about, that's really not a far drive. So if you're out and about, if you want to hang out with 1 Unit NAC, then come on down. We always have a good time out there. Also, 1 Unit Houston, their anniversary is coming up as well, October 27th, and this will be Halloween time. So there will be a costume party. The flyers out there. So if you're in Houston or want to drive to Houston, there's only like 4 hours for us. Come out, have your costume on, have a good time, and celebrate 1 Unit Houston's anniversary. And this weekend is Jays and Jerseys with Street Kings anniversary. That's August 18th and the 19th. So please support. Wear your J's, wear your jerseys, come out, get a table. If there's any tables left, I know they were selling fast. So check with Street Kings and Queens of Kings to see if there's any tables left for their anniversary, okay? All right, so those are some upcoming events. If you have anything that you want to post to let us know about, just let me know, and I'll share it for sure. Okay, D. So.
Oh, man.
So for those of you just now tuning in, again, you're live with the promo queen. We have Mr. Darius here with us. This is my boo thing on most days. You know,
Saturday.
some Saturday.
Saturday.
What we do on Saturday?
Not my birthday on Saturday.
What happened on Saturday?
I don't know. It's depending on how I feel.
We'll talk about that later.
About
But before we get into a conversation, I'm gonna name a couple of words, and I want him to answer with what comes to his mind first, whatever it may be. It doesn't matter, and then I'll ask you why that particular word came to your mind. It gotta be quick, like as soon as I say it, right? All right. Lotion.
Soft.
Why?
Why soft?
Yes. Why soft?
Because I think about the way lotion feels going on soft skin.
Okay. Lotion. Soft. Gotcha. Okay. That's cool. Art.
Poetic.
Poetic. Art is poetic to you?
Yes. It's a great expression of your insides. You don't even have to write words. You can just
put stuff on the canvas.
And that can be it.
Do you like art? Do you like to paint?
I'm the best painter in the house.
In the house?
Yeah.
I don't know. I have to post a picture of our paintings that we did one day night, and I think mine's better, but because mine have like an actual story behind
yours
it. Like
is
it's something
bright.
No, it's not bright. Mine's kind of gloomy. If you don't even remember the picture, yours is way brighter than mine. But anyways, whatever. Work.
Hard.
Do you work hard?
Yes.
In what?
Life.
In life?
Yes.
Is life hard?
Of course.
What's hard about life?
Being a good person when you are constantly wronged. It's hard to turn the other cheek. Mm-hmm. It's hard to accept the things that you see on a daily basis that are going on around you without invoking your opinion. Okay. So just hard living. Yeah. But do you consider that as hard or just like a challenge, or is it like one and the same? That's hard.
It's hard.
Yeah, especially if you're a strong-willed person who's outspoken.
That is definitely hard for like our teenagers, like having a strong will, being outspoken, but trying to live and fit into life all at the same time without getting their butt whooped for talking back and things like that. So I know that's hard for them, or I've learned that that's hard for them. But to us, it's like, well, we had to do that. Like, we had to say, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. We had to bite the bullet, whatever the case may be. It's not until I was older. I told my mom, like, what I thought. Up to then, I figured.
Still ain't tell my mom.
Because she asked. She was like, what do you think about that? And I told her.
You still better lie.
I told her in a very polite way. It wasn't like, nothing like that. Because she didn't throw me on the table before. So, anyway. But, okay, so work hard. Green. Like those socks you got from Jamaica? Yeah. I want those. Can I have them? No. Please?
Way to ask me on air, but no.
Oh.
Don't worry.
I tried, y'all. I did. Flexible.
Ooh, spandex. That's what I thought you asked.
All spandex.
Flexible. Ooh, sheesh.
Spandex is flexible.
First thing that popped in my head, you said.
Yeah. Spandex is flexible. Yeah. And I'm going to go put my spandex on in a minute and go to the gym after this. You go to the gym?
We'll talk about it after
this. He don't want to talk about nothing on the air. Not the socks that he wants to give me from Jamaica.
No, you're not getting my socks. I told you that.
Okay, whatever. Sports.
Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, yeah. So how did that game go, the preseason game?
You know that.
Do I know that?
Yeah, you know that.
Okay. So how bad was it? Because they were still in the game when I was watching.
Too bad.
It wasn't too bad. If you're tuning in, make sure you hit the like button, hit the heart button. Let us know that you're here. Thank you again for just tuning in. We're just over here deep in conversation, just getting things going, okay? So Dallas Cowboys, that's your favorite team?
Of course, babe. I'm a diehard Dallas Cowboy fan. I don't like the Dallas Mavericks. I love the LA Lakers.
Why you don't like the Mavericks?
I never liked the Mavericks. I don't like the Mavericks.
I've always liked the Mavericks because of Dirk. I love Dirk. Of course, they're the home team. So
I'm not from Dallas.
No, but they're the home team. You're not from Dallas. Dallas Cowboys.
They're not in Dallas. They're Arlington.
You're not from Arlington.
Closer to Fort Worth.
Listen, it's in the Metroplex.
Nah, I just don't like the Mavericks. I don't like the Mavericks because of.
You don't like the Mavericks
because back in the gap they got rid of Michael Finley. He went to San Antonio, and that's why they won a championship.
So you holding a grudge?
Yeah.
Do you hold grudges?
Of course.
Well, how do you get over grudges?
Get even.
Really?
Yeah. So
how do you get even with the Mavericks?
Don't be a fan. Team don't be a fan.
That's getting even.
Yeah.
So even like just regular life things like that. You think you hold grudges?
Yeah.
And
I don't get over stuff easily.
Okay,
no.
So when you do get over it, is it after you
I'm still mad about a fight in 7th grade.
Okay.
Yeah,
Did you lose?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't get it.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm honest. Yeah.
Okay. He
punched me in the face one time, and I didn't get my lick back.
Oh yeah, I would be mad about that too.
Yeah,
I'm still upset. Not upset.
You know who you are.
Hey, Brittany, how you doing, boo? I was mad about, not mad, just angry about a situation that happened to me when I was 18. And like I was talking about it the other day, like I still hold on to that a little bit because I haven't seen that particular person since I was 18. And that kind of messes with me a little bit that I wasn't able to get my lick back.
Yeah.
You know, and it was not, they didn't hit me or nothing. It was just the situation itself. Like,
you want to get your lick back.
Yeah. So I understand what you're saying, but I don't typically hold grudges. I'm kind of like, you know, if you wrong me and that really set me off, I'm just done.
Nah, I want my lick back.
I think being done is the lick back for me.
I want my lick back.
That is my
Then I'm done.
That's my lick back.
Nah.
Be just cutting somebody off for sure. She said, good in you. I'm good, boo. We're just, you know, living life hard with spandex. Okay, I have another word for you. Famous.
Me.
You're famous?
No.
What?
I used to think I was going to be famous though when I was little.
Famous like how?
I don't know. You know, every little black boy's dream is to be in the NFL or the NBA.
So
that's what every kid thinks.
Because somebody is in the NFL and NBA, does that automatically make them famous?
But everyone thinks they're going to be a superstar.
Because there are a lot of players out there that no one knows.
But
you walk right by you. You're like, oh, he might be a football player.
You walk right by you.
Right.
So, yeah, I understand that. But that's what I've always thought.
Okay. I've always wanted to be famous.
Yeah.
I wanted to act and, like, just sing, different stuff like that. Just be on TV.
I didn't know you wanted to be famous.
I did. I don't want to now because, like, all your business is out in the street.
You're already famous now.
Who? How?
Fort Worth famous.
Fort Worth famous. I'll accept that. Funky Town, you know. I'll accept that. But, like famous, Funky Town, you gotta say it like that. I accept being Fort Worth famous.
Okay.
Now you gotta say it.
Nah.
Please.
Get down. You doing the Asian accent?
Nope. Okay, last word. Favor.
Say the word again.
Favor.
Kids.
Kids? Yeah. Okay, I'm listening.
Favor. That's who has my favorite. That's who.
She said you are already famous. Thanks, Spooky.
See?
Funky Tim. Okay, kids. What happened?
Favor. Like that's what I think about when I. In two manners. Favor could be. They look like, oh, he favors you. She favors you. And then favor, they have my favor as in, that's what I'm here for. That's my goal. That's what you make your life better for.
Right. When I hear favor, I think of somebody asking for something.
Nah.
That's what I think of, like favor. And then I also think of favor like God's favor, like over us. You know what I'm saying? Like, because a lot of majority of the things that I do.
Well, you asked me to say the first word that came to my mind.
Right. I'm saying that's what comes to my mind, particularly. But the first thing that came to my mind was favor. It's like somebody asking to borrow something. That's the first thing that came to my mind. So that was pretty good, D. So we're gonna get into a couple of questions. Just have some conversation about some things. It might like pertain to relationship, friendships, whatever case may be. You're more than welcome to chime in or ask the question as well, or piggyback off something that we might say that you might agree or disagree with. Just put it in the comments and we'll read it. I have my glasses on so I can actually see, and I don't have to squint. I have to struggle, so that's a plus. So the first question is, I'm just gonna dive right in. What did sex start your relationship?
No.
Your current relationship?
No, but sex has started relationships.
Sex has started relationships, sure. Like one night stands and they end up together. Yeah. Okay. So what started this particular relationship?
I've known you forever.
Well, okay.
Well,
you know.
Okay. So this is the story. It's quite an interesting story. I was actually in a relationship like, was that 7, 8? I don't know.
About 8 years ago.
About 8 years ago, right? I was in a relationship. We were at Chicken Express. Getting food from Chicken Express.
I worked there at the time.
Me and my girlfriend were
getting food. It was more
than
8 years ago then.
Oh, yeah, it was.
This is like 11 years ago.
So me and my girlfriend at the time were getting food at Chicken Express. And I seen Nicole and I was like, hold on, baby. And she was like, what? I said, that's Nicole. I'll be back. And she was like, where are you going? You leaving me in the car for another girl? I was just like, it's Nicole. And I went and I got your number.
I did not talk to him while he had a girlfriend. I didn't know he had a girlfriend. I just
but you didn't talk. No,
I just seen him run in the store, but we did exchange numbers. And then, of course, later on throughout time, when time progressed, we ended up talking. And then,
fine. And
then finally, Constance said, sex has never started a relationship for me. A situationship maybe. So that happens a lot. Like, people start off, having sex right off the bat, and they think it could lead, like they think what their infatuation is love, or they love that person, or they want to be with that person, but it's just.
But isn't that?
It's just the intimate piece of it.
Better because I don't want to fall in love with you. Your sex is whack.
Okay. So you hear that a lot, and I think that pertains more to when. Well, I can't even say that because there are some women out there that are terrible that don't do much. There are some men out there that can't do much, if I can put it like that. But no, I'm just saying, for me, I can't speak for nobody else. Some people like a small time, and I like a big time. So, but sex can sometimes put your relationship in the wrong perspective. Like sometimes you have sex with somebody, and then later on you may form feelings for them, and then end up in a relationship. But I think that doesn't happen that often when it starts that way. I think actually getting to know somebody, and you could say start. So of course, the first thing you see when you see somebody is their appearance. So you're attracted to them in some type of way, and sex might come to mind.
No, it's not might. It comes when you see someone. You don't instantly see them and be like, "Oh my God, I'd marry the hell out of them." No.
No. Okay, so I was listening to a podcast earlier. I think I sent it to you as well. And the guy was, and I don't know if this was for sure or not, but he did say when he met his wife, he knew that's the girl that he wanted to marry. Yeah, but that ain't
the first thought he had in his head. It was the first thought he shook her. Oh, y'all want
to
marry her.
Okay, so how often do you show your very first thought? A lot?
Quite often.
Your very first thought?
Of a person, yeah.
Which is why I kind of did the first
question. I share my first thought even when it doesn't make sense. So. Okay.
Brittany said, no sex, just a situationship. She said, long situationship, 5 years. So you just wasting your time? Like, if nothing has formed in 5 years? Like, nothing?
Sheesh.
So what does that mean, Brittany? Does that mean that, you're going to cut it loose and actually look for a good, let a good relationship come? Or are you okay with the situation? Because some people are okay with just
being. I got time for the drama,
right? But
the headache.
Is there no drama in situationship?
There's drama, but I can leave you alone whenever I want to.
With no attachment.
It's still attachment because 5 years is a long time, so it's still attachment in the situationship. But it's not a per se title that I have to be your boyfriend. I have to be. We don't have any time. We don't have a title on this thing.
Right. Constance says, I am spatiosexual. Did I say that right?
Sapiosexual.
Sapiosexual, though? What is that?
Google it.
Constance, I can't. I'm on live. Constance, can you tell us what that is? And Brittany says, I have to cut it off because I know my worth. Okay. That's the kind of answer I like to hear. Because you are worth it. And if you do want something better for yourself, and you know that you can have that, you know that, you have all the qualities or whatever it may be, that somebody would love about you and actually treat you as if they love you and not just a situationship, then yes, go for it. Constance says, when you find someone's intellect attractive or arousing. Okay.
Oh, you want one of them?
I like that. I didn't know the word for it, but that is attractive to me as well. Somebody that I can talk to on an intellectual level.
Am I intellectual?
You are very intellectual. And intersexual.
Whoa.
But attractive and arousing. So yeah, being able to stimulate a conversation, actually have dialogue, go back and forth. That's very sexy. Being able to share interests, even though you may not be interested, but you're eager to listen to what that person likes. Or, you might want to try that because that particular person that you're into is listening and they want to try those things to kind of be on the same level as you. Like, do you like stuff like that?
Yes.
Like, I don't know. I haven't played video games and I don't know how long. Like, But I used to be a beast.
I'm gonna bust your ass after this time.
But
Oh, my bad.
I wanted to try. Yeah, after the first 2 minutes, you good.
We're past 2 minutes.
Yes, we're 2 minutes. Because YouTube has like a restriction. But I want to learn how to play Call of Duty so bad. I suck or whatever. But I know he's interested in it, and I'm not doing it because he's interested in it. But I would like to be able to play with you, and experience that. Just like you are on my podcast right now. Like, this is not your thing, but but you were willing to come on here and just chill with me and talk with me and talk to my audience. Constance said it's dangerous. I fall quickly for men who are intelligent. So sex soon follows. Okay, because it's attractive. That attracts you. That turns you on. Like you said, arousing. So I listen. I love a man that loves music.
No, I just started learning to play the piano yesterday.
Oh yeah. What, I'm gonna call you Stevie?
Nah, I can see.
What you see? But so I actually want to learn how to play the keyboard. I seen the keyboard for sale for $25.
I know how to play the violin.
I haven't played the violin since middle school.
I know how to play.
You still have to play? Remember that little lamb?
2 1 1 2 2 2. Yeah.
I used to drive my mama crazy with the dang violin. But I want to learn how to play the keyboard because I always wanted to do like this Alicia Keys type of thing. Her braiding, I always wanted to do that and play at the same time. So maybe one day.
Multi-talented.
Yeah, maybe one day. And then you can play the violin in the background. My next question is, do you know your significant other's love language?
Yes.
Hey, everybody that's tuning in, make sure you like, follow, share, send me some love, send Darius some love. You know your significant other's love language?
I would like to think so.
What is it?
No, touch.
Touch.
Intimacy, communication.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. What is that?
I think I have like a little taste of everything.
Yeah, because you're an outgoing, open person.
My main thing is like gestures, like romantic gestures. Like I love stuff like that. Mm-hmm. I like words of affirmation, but they make me, I don't know. It's like make me feel like a little girl, like shy.
You're supposed to feel shy. Right?
I know, but it's like, I don't know how. Sometimes I don't know how to handle that particular feeling. Constance says, yes, it's acts of service. Constance, who is your submit? We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we got some sapiosexual questions for you.
Right. But no, so acts of service, small gestures, things like that. So yes, I think I know yours.
What's mine?
Yours is words of affirmation. I think you like to hear certain things like "I'm proud of you" or "I love you" or "You're doing great." Things like that. I think that really triggers you. Also, I would say touch.
Oh, got high five.
Adrian said, "These questions are for D. So, what are your intentions for my girl?"
Oh yeah, let me see.
Let's say clearly
you've been around for some years. So what's different now that makes you know that you're ready to give Nikki everything she desires? She deserves to be loved in its purest. You are absolutely correct. Scoot over. Get into this. Okay, so what's different this time? What's different?
Adrian, we used to work together, but she is.
Let me tell Adrian, girl, you don't gotta explain to me who Adrian is.
That's
so listen.
my boo.
So hey, boo, Adrian. So listen. So obviously you know a lot of stories if you wrote that. So obviously you know the over the years. So what's different this time? Well, what's different? You've been around for some years. What's different now? I realized what I actually have in a woman. I realized after dealing with different women on different levels that everyone isn't a Nicole. Everyone isn't her. And she's a special person. And it just took a lot for me took a lot of trial and error to realize what I actually had in her. As a friend, as a woman, as a partner. All right.
I feel you.
Right. Hope that answer would suffice for now. Maybe you should come sit down with me face to face.
She likes tacos.
Taco too.
Yeah.
Okay, but you scoop back.
Adrian, so hopefully that answered your question, my dear. Bree said amen. Hopefully that answered your question. But yes, like we answered earlier, no sex did not start our relationship, but that doesn't mean that we didn't have like different issues or things to overcome, and actually knowing, okay, this is where I want to be, or this is what I want. And sometimes people can realize that and kind of jump on that right off the bat, and then there take other times where you still have some more growth, like growing to do. Me myself as well, I think I have grown in a lot of areas. I think there's still a lot of areas that I still can go in.
No, babe, you're perfect.
I'm not perfect.
Almost.
We might be perfect for each other.
You're perfect too.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. But no, I'm serious. I do. See, make me blush, and I don't know how to feel about that. I like it. You know how you just feel.
You want to give me a kiss? Make it better.
He's so crazy. Anyways, but so we talked about love language, and then Adrian came on and then did her little spiel. Brittany said he matured and you'll become friends before anything. Friends, yeah. So we of course we've been knowing each other since middle school, so we have had plenty of time to grow a friendship, a foundation, and really understand like who we're dealing with, like who is this person, like outside of the person I knew in 7th grade. Of course, I'm not that same person. No. Maybe same personality.
Nah, not even that.
Not even that.
No, she's just still outgoing. Other than that, it's like you were a little girl. Mm-hmm. You're not a little girl anymore. No.
I still knew a lot. I
thought you knew a lot. It's like other teenagers and kids think they know a lot.
I do. Not
5 years later, they're like, I didn't even know that.
Why nobody didn't tell me? We've been telling you. We've been telling you. No one's listening. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. If you're here, make sure you hit the like, love button. Send me some hearts if you're in tune in the conversation. And again, whatever questions we ask, if you have a question, please feel free to ask, okay? My next question was, what's your definition of being understanding?
I don't have one. What is my definition of being understanding?
Yes.
My definition of being understanding is empathy.
Empathy?
Yes.
Okay.
That's the best definition I can give. Empathy.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can't understand it audible. Like, I'm a real person. Mm-hmm. So it's everything I'm not going to understand.
Right.
But trying to understand and have feelings towards the situation is my definition of understanding.
Okay.
So empathy.
That's good. My particular definition for understanding is like realizing what the situation is, actually taking the time to process it. And when I say I understand, not understand like, I understand and just blowing you off like or whatever, I understand. But actually taking time to understand. Like, that's my definition of understand. Taking time to do so. And actually, when that happens again or something happens again, you don't have to re-discuss it all the time because I took time the first time to understand what's going on. So it kind of evens itself out. So that's my definition of understanding. Does that make sense?
Perfect sense.
Perfect sense? Okay. I want to try to make it a long definition. And my last question is, what are some things, this is a random question, this has nothing to do with relationships. What did Constance say? You can read it out loud.
I'm reading what Constance said.
That's what I'm saying. Right.
I see what Constance said. Or seeing things from the other person's point of view, even if I don't share the same point of view. Also, really realizing what may be small to me is big for them.
Yeah, that is true because it might be a mountain to you and a mole to them, and vice versa. So that's very.
But is there such thing as overstanding? You know what I'm saying? Like some people like take understanding and beat it down until they can't no more. Like it's this one particular hard time I'm going through, but I keep going through that same hard time all the time. Just same thing. Like I haven't tried anything different to change the outcome. I'm just keep doing the same thing, but I expect people to understand what I'm going through, even though I'm not trying to change the situation. Huh?
I just felt bad for whoever's going through that.
I'm just saying, like sometimes that happens where you're just like, okay, what are you going to change? Like, what's going to happen here? And then at this point, at the 37th time, what do you want me to say to you? Like, what do you want me to understand? Like, obviously, you're like that particular situation. I understand that. I understand that you're not going to change till you get ready to change. I understand that. Like, so sometimes it's some overstanding. Like, just give it up.
understanding also means stepping back, especially like you said, when you keep going through the same thing. Yes.
Right, Constance. And if you don't know who I always say this when she's on there. If you don't know who Constance is, this is the chef for Edie's, and she's amazing. Really, really good food all the time. She cooks for me at her home when I go clean. Like, so I love you, Constance, always. But she has other things going on, and she likes intellect as well. So we know these things about Constance. But yeah, so sometimes overstanding is a thing. Understanding, taking time to do so. Just really just kind of grasping what it is in front of you, so you know, like what decision you have to make. I think a lot of times we're robbed. She said, love you too. I think a lot of times we're robbed from that, like making a decision because people are withholding like information from us or whatever it's maybe. And this random question, I always do one random question. What are some things you charge for now that you didn't before?
Say it again. Whoa. What
are some things you charge for now that you didn't before? And you guys are free to answer that question. Charge for like you have people have to pay for it. What are some things that people pay for to you now that they didn't before?
Like financially, or
I mean,
I'm gonna make you pay like with your mind, like
pay with your mind.
Yeah, because hurt my feelings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why I'm not understanding to that extent. That's why I'm not passive in that. Yeah, nah. Okay. Don't hurt my feelings.
Don't hurt your feelings. Yeah. So you'll make them pay for that.
Yeah, gotcha. So, not even like in a threatening manner, but yeah, I'm gonna do something back to you. Okay. I'm gonna hurt your feelings.
So he goes with the revenge thing, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna look back every time.
Look back
every time.
Well, some things that I charge for now that I didn't before would be my time. My time, you know. Hey, cover girl. She said, hey, Tamika. She said, I'm with you, D. She's going to get her lick back. Of course, Tamika is. Hey, Kiki. Spoil one said, hey, baby. Constance says, my time, my expertise in my field, my money, charge interest if I loan money. I hear you on that. What's going on, Press? What's going on, Mika? I'm glad my sister Mika is doing good. I love you, girl. I just love the
Mika,
whole
you had us scared.
LOS family, period. Y'all are we're headaches to each other, but we make it work. I think so. I mean, I don't know a sisterhood where it's just everything is just smooth. If everything is just smooth and you don't have no ups and downs, then I don't really. No, Tia and Tamara have ups and downs too. They fought on the show. Right. But yes, I charge for my time. And like Casa said, my expertise in my field. So there comes a time where I let me just think. Cleaning, I guess. I've never not charged for cleaning because it started as a side hustle. But as time progressed and I got better and I learned different things or whatnot, I started to increase my price. So instead of investing more in for my time, you know? What Kiki say?
That's my headache every time you call my phone.
Yes, I know. Every time I call Squad on my phone, she's like, hello. Like, she just knows it's going to be something dramatic. But it's never dramatic. I'm not a dramatic person.
To whom it may concern.
To whom it may concern, yes. But, so that's things that I charge for that I didn't charge for before. I can also say, I guess my time is the big thing. I don't really spend a lot of time places where I can't make money. I think Denzel talked about that, where he just can't make money. And that doesn't necessarily mean I'm not going if I can't make money, but I can go places, have a good time, spend money, but I will also find a situation or some kind of thing going on here where I can make some money. Right. I can come back to this place and I'm like, you know what? I can set up a booth or get a band together.
You know what? That's one thing I love about you.
What?
You're a hustler. You're a hustler. I love that. A lot of females are handouts. Mm-hmm. You're a hustler. I love that. So,
well, I love you too.
Kudos to you for that. High five. Good job.
He said, I'm a hustler in a good way, not like a street slang.
That way too.
Bricks.
Bricks.
Oh, white bricks. Fuck Tim. Spoon said, y'all so cute. Don't start your mess. It's always one. Well, actually, the second one, because Adrian came on first, starting hers. She got her answer and then got off.
Yeah, she ain't saying nothing back to me.
Look, she gonna call me after the show.
That be Adrian. I let your boy, yo.
He's like, we can have a face-to-face.
Have face-to-face, have a couple drinks or something.
Right, yeah. You know, spoil, she down for any of it, whatever case may be. But I hope you guys are having a good day so far. Again, just a few things that we have touched on. We talked about if sex started your relationship. So if you didn't hear that question and you want to answer it, feel free. And like, where is that relationship now? We also talked about, do you know your significant other's love language? Do you even know love languages? Like, it's an actual book on it, and it's really, really good. Have you read that book?
No.
You should read it. It kind of breaks down.
So you saying I'm lacking in love languages, huh?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying that education is not a bad thing. And the book actually breaks down a lot of information that you probably wouldn't even think about. Like, for me, it did the same thing. Like, that particular book about love languages, it really broke down what a love language is.
What is a love language?
How do you fulfill it?
So
there's multiple love languages.
No. I said, what is a love language? Give me an example of.
Tamika, what the eyeball? What are y'all talking about with these eyeballs? They're terrible. They just have eyeballs on there.
Yeah, what's the eyeballs?
Yeah, y'all tell us what that's about.
I don't know what the eyeballs mean.
If you hear, make sure you hit the like button.
I got a book for you, D. Thank you, Tamika. Thank you. I need that book.
Yes, give him the book and we'll see if he reads it.
I know what a love language is, but where did that come from?
Where did it come from? I think it just came from analyzing relationships. But it don't have to be like a intimate relationship, but period. Like, even in your like family lifestyle, you still have love languages. Like, you know that your mom likes a certain thing that makes her smile or makes her feel happy, or something that fuels into her. Same thing with your sister or your siblings, nephew, you know, whatever it may be. Like, everybody has a love language, and you can connect to people that type of way. That's how you know how to. She said, touch. Yeah, we know, Mika. We know.
Touch what?
Touch what? Listen, we know. She said a moment, but she having a moment. Also, speaking of touch, and Tamika's on here, and spoiling to my weird cancers. What does that have to do with anything?
What you mean? What they got to do with anything?
It's all about Aries, A7 game. Gang. Yeah. Okay.
Let you think that.
All right, cool. But no,
in this podcast.
Tamika's on here. She's talking about touch, but she also sells bedroom candy. So if you need some intimate type of situationships going on, or romantic things going on, she might have some things for you. So make sure you check her out. Just hit her up on Facebook, and I'm pretty sure she can show you some products. But yeah. It don't have nothing to do with nothing. Cancers, they don't have nothing to do with nothing. My question was, did sex start your relationship? And where is your relationship now? Another Cancer? Oh, no. That's the Aries. Oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's Nay. That's sexy Nay. Aries. Did sex start your relationship? And do you know your significant other's love language? Those are like two of the questions that we talked about so far. And we discovered that, no, that's not what started our relationship. But
what's the but? I want to know this part. You said that it would do.
It is a key factor.
It is.
It is a key factor. And I can tell sometimes, and I don't know if this is TMI. Hi, May. Right,
yes, girl. I'm happy you came, May. Woo, girl, she was gonna talk too much.
Right on time, May.
Lord, help her.
Listen, okay, so.
She wants to know. Talk.
It is a key point, and I know for sure that when I can feel myself, like when I don't have that, I get a little
cranky,
cranky,
mad.
Yeah. And MMA said, "Who is that with you?" That's D. Come so she can see you. She gonna act like she don't know who you are. You hurt his feelings. He said, "Don't hurt his feelings because he's gonna get his link back." That's what he said. That's what he said. Cover girl, Aries, gang. Yeah, they're going up. Okay. Y'all always show up when I call. That's like a back symbol. When I say Aries, they just pop up.
Crazy.
I mean, hey, it's what it is. Kiki said, "I love a good conversation. If you can keep me interested, I'm all in." And Mimi said, I know, I'm just playing. She said she just playing.
Okay.
Okay. I think Constance brought that up too. Nate said, great question. Conversations was my starter. That started your relationship? Because I know Nate's married. So that's where her relationship is right now. So conversation started that. And I can say for sure that me and D, we have good conversations. Like there's sometimes where we'll just sit in silence and kind of just soak up each other's energy without saying anything. And then there's other times where we're just talking and can't shut up. Like we're just talking, about different things. And it could be random stuff. It could be UFOs. It can be...
Tell people I believe in UFOs, huh?
No, I said we talk about it. I didn't say, you just said that. I said we talk about it. Okay. I mean, some people might have seen it. Brittany says Sagittarius are the best. Okay, so now you playing.
Has anybody ever seen a UFO?
Have anybody ever seen a UFO? Question. Tamika just posted her bedroom candy link. So if you need some toys, hey, can we go on there? No. If you need some toys, make sure you hit that. But not just toys. There are other different things in the romance section that they have. Whatever. I'm plugging my sister in. That's what
I want to click on the link.
Nate said yes because you have to vibe. Yeah, you have to vibe. Yeah. And vibing doesn't always consist of words. Like energy. The way a person makes you feel when just being exactly. Around. So if I know his love language, I know his love language is touch. So without talking to him or asking him, because I know his love language, I can just, and I know he's happy with that because I actually studied and I understand what's going on and what makes this smile. I understand that. So that's what I mean, which was my other question. Do you know your significant other's love language? Because you can do certain things without having to ask. Yeah, I read hers already. Yeah, you can do certain things without having to ask. Like if you know that person because you studied them long enough, they like surprises. I don't have to ask you. I don't like surprises. I know you don't like surprises. But I'm saying, like, if you know the person you're with likes surprises, you shouldn't have to ask them, hey, what you want for your birthday? This is a surprise. Surprise me. Because you should know me well enough to know that that's what I like. Not saying me, but just period. Cover Girl said, I just found out what my love language was at 49. Where they do that at? Obviously in Aries land, but I'm glad you found out. So since that's what it is, what is your love language, Cover Girl? What is your particular love language? And do you know JP's love language? So what's going on with that? And how did you find out? Like, did you read the book, or did somebody have a conversation with you and you figured out what you like, or, because sometimes we don't know what we like. No, you don't know what you like until you experience it. Right. And then then from there we can do process of elimination. But like I said, I think I'm a little bit of everything. Is that selfish? You don't think so? Like, not a lot of everything, just a little bit of everything. A little taste. Nate said attention and time. She is an Aries too. I know that's right. Listen, I'm saying attention and time. I do like time. Do you think astrology means a lot, has a lot to do with the person you're dealing with? That was I don't know. Cover Girl said touch. I already knew that. Touch and conversation is both the bars. Okay, I knew touch was yours because we like to touch on those tatas. She has nice tatas. Sure. She does. I've seen you in action. I'm just saying. Tamika said my love language is conversation and spontaneous gestures. And she Cover Girl laughing. But what? You see me? We'll talk about that later. But so what was I talking about, babe? Astrology. Yes. Okay, so I don't know if astrology has anything to do with the person that you're with, but I can see where some people might kind of study the astrology to kind of understand the person that they're with. That should be a good topic for the next podcast. See if get all your moon gazes on here. Mm-hmm. Ask them. On my dream catchers. Yeah, because I want to know. You want to know? Yeah. That's what do you think? No. Hell nah. You're a bullshit ass person. Right. I mean, because there's plenty of people that say, "Oh, you should be with Sagittarius." Yeah, like you're Sagittarius, and Sagittarius is right. Because so it has to go off of that person, like that who this person is, the soul. who that is, because all this other stuff is gonna fade. It might not fade because black don't crack, but all this other stuff typically
Black
will
don't crack unless you smoke crack.
Unless you smoke it, and y'all better not be smoking it. Okay. Your homework last week was self-care, and that's part of self-care. Say no to drugs. They said astrology has a lot to do with love affirmation. Okay, can you go into details on that particular statement, if you don't mind? If you don't mind, please do so, because we just want to kind of tap in on that. We still got a few more minutes to do so. But
we do.
Yeah, we've been on for 45 minutes. Does it feel like 45 minutes? How I feel?
45 minutes.
Okay, what? He was so scared, y'all, before we came on. He was nervous, sweating.
I was sweating.
Then he started picking out his beard.
I did not.
He was going to put on his hat and try to match me in the all black, you know what I'm saying? And I was just like, okay, man, I see you trying to match,
Okay, now I'm finna leave.
Where you going? We almost done.
I'm leaving.
Why?
See you guys next week.
Don't leave. No, leave. I really enjoyed you today. So, even though it's not your thing, I really appreciate you taking out the time to spend with me, not only just secluded in our own little bubble, but in different things that I'm involved in. Even if you don't understand why I do it or not. Do you understand why I have a podcast? Do you want to understand why I have a podcast?
You want to have one, so that's what you got.
Well, they said we don't have enough time.
There you go.
Oh, we don't have enough time to get into that.
Nah,
but I see you in person, so
that's the moons, the stars.
We can talk about that, or you can come on the show and we can talk about it.
If you like. Cancer is in the Neptune. Like, what does that mean?
She said, but make that homework. Okay.
What is a retrograde? Retrograde, whatever. What is
that?
So
the homework is astrology and how it kind of confirms or what it has to do with love affirmations. Right. That's the homework. What does that have to do with anything, and how does that all tie in together? And hopefully Nay will come on with me next week and we can talk about the homework. Okay. And speaking of homework, last week was self-care, taking time out for yourself, taking a day to not do anything, no adulting. So did anybody get a chance to do that last week at all? Period. I can say I did on Friday. Last Friday. I went to Mia's graduation. Congratulations, Mia, on getting her bachelor's in social work. Whoop whoop. You know what I'm saying? She said she would love to. Okay, I appreciate that. So I'll talk to you afterwards, Nay. But that is homework. Also on Friday, went out to eat after the graduation, came home and took a nap.
For hours.
And
hours.
Yeah.
And hours.
And I cooked. But I don't consider that adulting. We hungry, so we gotta eat.
What we eating tonight?
That's a good question.
What's for dinner?
What would you like?
Cooking.
Oh, well.
That's
okay. What should we eat for dinner tonight, guys? It can be cooked or uncooked. As far as I can cook it or go pick it up. That was the heat. That's what it was. The heat, made you sleep for hours. Yeah, because last week it was hot.
It was like 100.
It was 109 today. Why are you looking at me like that?
God bless this world.
But so that's what I did on Friday. So I know adulting. So what do you got? It keeps going up and down, people.
I want to push.
No, don't push anything until we go off. That's how you mess up the stream, the broadcast. Okay, so if you didn't know, this is live on Facebook, YouTube, iHeartRadio, and Spotify.
Oh.
So it tunes into all those different channels. So if you were ever thinking about getting a podcast or joining a network, come to Be Humble, Stay Humble. We are on all those 4 platforms where we're able to just send it out to the world nationwide. Cover Girl said, I love y'all together. Fun and sexy vibe. Sexy because he dressed like me. And my lipstick matches hat.
I'm finna go play Call of Duty.
Hey guys. Teach me?
I'll teach you later.
I'm about to get off. So, anyways, that's the homework, astrology, and then we'll get with Nate about being a special guest next week, where we'll kind of tap into what that means and how love affirmations tie into that. Okay. Thank you all for tuning in so far. Thank you for the lovely comments. We really appreciate it. Just get you guys just taking time to talk to us today. Thank you, Darius, for being a guest. I really, really appreciate it.
I send you the invoice.
You see what?
Send you the invoice.
And again, if you have any type of Tamika says she's sick of us. What's up, Ace? That's my boy Ace right there. He's super nice, super fun. He always come on the podcast. He's on the motorcycle set, but he always come on the podcast and like just really get in tune with the conversation and what's going on. Which I love that kind of audience. We need you here, Ace. That's what D said. He said it was all women. We've been waiting on you, and you come at the end of the show. Okay, Ace. So since you're on here, I'm gonna ask you 2 questions, and then I'm gonna get off. Did sex start your relationship, or has it ever started your relationship? And do you know your significant other's love language? I'm here now. Kick some, hey brother. So Ace, did you hear those questions? Please answer since you're on. Okay. And guys, you can always share this podcast. So if you see it, you love it, make sure while we're on here, whoever's here, hit the love button right now. Send me some hearts. I want to see the heart numbers go up. But if you see it, you want to share it, or whatever case may be, please do so. Hit the love button, hit the like button, and just, watch and tune in.
I said no, it never started. It just starts.
It just starts. So it just starts. What is that?
You wake up one day and look at a person and just be like, I'm gonna be mad if you're talking to somebody else.
You get kind of jealous.
Yeah, you start getting your feelings. That's what you mean when you just getting your feelings.
A little tender.
No, I ain't tender.
Listen, okay. So you already said. It says, put me on live. Hold on, Ace. Let me see if I can.
Girl, you was fast.
I'm trying. Okay. Ace, if you're on right now, you'll see a link. Just hit that link and it'll let me know that you're in the studio. And then once you're in the studio, I can bring you on. So if you see the link, go ahead and hit it, and it'll tell me when you enter the studio. What's up, Johnny Judah? One of the baddest DJs in Pocketon. Johnny, are you gonna be in the DJ competition this weekend at the Texas Divas anniversary? I hope so. So if you didn't know, Texas Divas anniversary is this weekend. They're having a live DJ competition, and the prize is $500. So if I bet on you, then, cut me a couple of, he said, yep. Okay, well, congratulations, and I hope you win. I think it's about a good 5 or 6 of y'all. I'm not sure, but I seen a couple of logos or whatever for that. So may the best man or woman win or whatever. I know that's going to be pretty live. Do you like DJ competitions? It kind of reminds me of
Juice.
Yeah. I don't know if it's gonna be like, are y'all gonna be scratching and stuff? I don't want to give away your secrets. Like, are you gonna be scratching? Says, well, it won't let me in, but it's all good. It won't let you in. Okay, Ace. This is the thing. I have to be able to put the guest in there, like before I come on. So maybe that's why. So again, I know me and Sexy Nay from, I don't want to mess this up, Pink Royalties, Essie, she's going to be on the show. We're going to be talking about astrology. We might bring this question back up. So if you want to be on, just let me know ahead of time. Don't come in at the end of the podcast and, go from there. Because I have a time slot. Somebody might come on after me. So you know what it is. He said next week. Okay, cool. Johnny said it's all good. I'll be on my best shit. I'll be scratching. I sent what they're gonna do. Okay. He said whatever. Okay. So again, congratulations to you, Johnny. I hope you win. And I know it's gonna be great because your sets are always great. So we'll be rooting for you for sure. And Ace, I expect to see you on here next week on time so I can add you on. And then Sexy Nay will get together so we can get deep into this astrology. Yeah, you want to know? You're gonna watch next week? Because Nay was on here commenting, going back and forth, so I'm sure she's gonna expect the same thing from you.
I'll watch every week.
Okay, that's cool. They said, tell Johnny I need a flash drive. Johnny, you do flash drives? That's another business I wanted to get into since we answered. Yeah, just making a really nice playlist. I don't know how many. It depends on the growth, but how many songs it can hold. And a lot of the motorcycles just plug that in and roll instead of
I always wonder how motorcycles play music. I'm like, damn, we got Bluetooth hooked up to his phone.
Yeah, they got that too. But the flash drive, they can just play and they don't have to worry about getting into their phone or anything like that. It's pretty dope. And then it should be good too for DJs, if they can't make a set or something, somebody can pay them for the flash drive to play their playlist for them, and they don't have to do nothing but just plug it in. You know, they can't be live.
I think that's what they're doing anyway.
You think so? Well, I don't know. Johnny would know. He said, I got you, inbox me. So y'all get together on that, and great show. Have a good night. Okay, guys, thank you again. Thank you so much. See you later. And if you have anything you would like to put out there for me to promote, please do so. Again, this is Monday. Thank you again. And you have been live with the Promo Queen. You gonna say it?
No.
Come on.
Nah.
All right.
Promo Queen.
Bye, guys. Mwah.